It looks something like this.
Hello gorgeous, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to have you guys here today because this is the first room in our house here in Nashville that we've actually finished. I'm very proud of the way it turned out. I think it's beautiful and it's everything that I could have dreamed of when I was a little girl. And I'm so excited to reveal all of the details with you. So let's jump right in and I'm gonna show you Kenny Girl's toddler bedroom. Okay, let's kick off this video first off with the most unique features of this room. And first up, the walls. We did trim work that is vertical lines and it's actually just woodwork. And I feel like you walk in and that's immediately where your eye goes to, besides the ceiling, we'll talk about that in a second. And it just gives the room character and texture and it makes it feel so unique and I love that so much. And we did a very similar DIY to this back in December on my channel. So go check out that video. We did a grid, but these are just the trim work placed in lines and we just left off the horizontal lines. And I mean, look at it. Doesn't it look awesome? So she's about 2.5 actually. And a lot of 2.5-year-olds are already in big girl beds. I am not ready for her to be in a big girl bed. And let me tell you, girlfriend isn't ready to be in a big girl bed either. She would be up all night long. So she's gonna stay in this one for a little while longer until we feel that she's ready to upgrade. This bed we actually brought with us from California. She's had it since she was born and it has a conversion so it can turn into a big girl bed. So it's going to grow with her, which is so cool. So this whole setup, as you guys can see, came with us from California. It's everything that we had in her LA nursery. I'm calling this her her Nashville toddler room and not her big girl room because she doesn't have a big girl bed yet. But I love everything about this setup. I think it's so fun and pretty and feminine and it kind of embodies Kenny to me. And I've seen so many of my gorgeous girls recreate this setup for their baby girls and I love it so much. I love seeing that we were able to inspire some of you guys with your girls' bedrooms. This setup came with us also from LA. This is the matching dresser to the crib. And if you guys didn't know, I already have a tour of our LA nursery. I'm gonna link it down below if you guys haven't already seen it. Just go down there and click it and you can see. And I linked every single thing. These pieces are from Restoration Hardware. And then this mirror, everything here is from LA except for her new humidifier, which is not pretty, but it's functional. And honestly, I suggest every nursery have one. So this shelf actually also came with us from LA and Matt and I think his mom helped paint this as well. And it's just a special piece to us and it tied in beautifully with the other pieces. And it's decorated a little bit differently than it was in LA. It was a little busy and it just kind of needed toned down. So a couple of new additions that we have here that you guys haven't seen before is my French phone. This was in my parents' house when I was growing up and I played with this thing so much and I was always getting in trouble because I had to pick it up and ring it, you know, do the dial. And then this lamp is actually from our entryway in LA and I love it so much. And I was like, it just didn't make sense to put it in our entryway here in Nashville. And I was like, where can we repurpose this? So it came up here. And this area right here, the books, it is Kenny's most used area in her bedroom. This child is obsessed with reading books. She loves them so much. And I think 90% of these books are vintage. So the majority of them were mine when I was little, but then we got on to, was it eBay or Amazon? I'm not sure. But these Disney books from the 90s, so I'm gonna show you the difference really quick. So these are my books when I was little. And Kenny Girl loves them so much. And I was like, I wonder if I can find more of them because they're from the 80s. And we couldn't, but I found them in the 90s edition. So I bought every single one that I could find. I think there was like 30 in the pack. And she loves them so much. And every night we give her 3 books. She gets to read 3 books before bedtime. And usually it's the same ones over and over and over. And it's all about poo right now. Growing up, I always wanted a couch in my room. Like always. And this one is so Regency, Hollywood Regency, glam. And I saw it, it's from Wayfair, and I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have that for Kenny's room. And Matt argued with me about it, I'm not gonna lie. He's like, that's gonna be such a waste of space. And we sit on this couch every single night and we read books and it's our family spot in the house and I love it so much. I'm so glad that we bought it. I'll link it below if it's still available, I'm not even sure. But let's talk about window treatments too. So behind me are some curtains here. These are from Pottery Barn. They were the hardest things in the world to get a hold of. It's a long, long story. Pottery Barn kids, and it doesn't end well, but I'll just leave it at that. The curtains are beautiful and I'm happy that I have them. The shades are custom made, and we were going to do custom made drapes, but honestly, they're so expensive. And if you can get ready-mades like these that look just as good, like save the money. Man, because custom drapery and custom window treatments are just so expensive. But I feel like they really add a lot of texture to the room and make it really pretty, and also they're blackouts, which is really important. My absolute favorite feature of this room is the ceiling. I mean, I don't even know what to say about it. I love it so much. It's wallpapered, obviously. This is a Joanna Gaines print. And I get really inspired by old versus new. So I don't really know how to describe my taste because I kind of like a little bit of everything, but the thing I love most is marrying old with new. And I was flipping through a magazine, I don't know if it was Southern Living, I don't know what it was, and I saw an old antique vintage whatever home, and I think it was in Charleston, and they had wallpapered ceilings, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love that so much. How amazing would that be to do in Kenny's bedroom? Because I was thinking as a little girl, I would have loved to have opened my eyes first thing in the morning and seen flowers. So I love this so much. And then also this light fixture. I love this light fixture so much up against the ceiling because I feel like they're so different, but they also like somehow work with each other, and it's just really beautiful, and I love the way it turned out so much. Just a heads up, behind this door is Ken's bathroom, and then that door over there is her closet. I'm not showing them today just because they still need some finishing touches on them and need some fluffing, but I can do that in the future if that's something you're interested in. Let me know in the comments below. This area is a little built-in desk that obviously was here when we moved in, and it's gonna grow with Ken too. It could be her homework station, it could be her vanity. I love it so much. So we painted the room pure white from Sherwin-Williams, and then this right here, this pink is a mixture of several colors. I'll link them below, I'll list them below. They're all Sherwin-Williams. I know one of them is romance, but I can't remember what the other ones are, or maybe it's 2 colors. But this area right here, so the stool was actually my stool from LA, from my vanity. We haven't figured out a vanity situation for me yet, but Matt is going to build me one. He's behind the camera right now. Right, babe? And so she's using this stool. I say using, like she could actually sit here and do anything right now, but you get what I'm saying. And then we just kind of took some of the things that were on the bookshelf in LA and kind of dispersed them and reorganized and reused them, put some pictures of Matt and I, which I might switch those photos out, but they were already framed, and added some live succulents here, which I think are so cute in the little pink vases. I got these at Home Depot and they were like, I want to say like $4. I love them. And then up here are the shoes that were on the shelf, the top shelf in LA, and those were mine, Matt's, and my dad's walking shoes. And one of my followers made this for her. So yeah, it's just a little space to kind of tie together all of our favorite things and all of Kenny's favorite things, like her little Louis Vuitton that she loves so much. A couple things I want to talk about are, actually first up is the rug. This one came from LA with us as well, and it was so reasonable, and it really fits the room well. It feels like a little girl's room. And then our little side table is actually a cocktail table, and then we just kind of, these books change nightly that go on this table because she goes through days of reading the same books over and over and over again. These are her favorite books currently right now, so we got that there. And then I wanted to also mention that one of our followers made her this beautiful, beautiful blanket. Well, actually, she sent it to us, but her mother-in-law made it for us, which is so sweet. And then the lamp back there is the same lamp from LA. Matt painted that, and it still matches this room really well. I might actually switch the shade out eventually because I don't really love the that flax color, that oatmeal color. So I might switch that out eventually. And then let's see. I think I've pretty much covered everything with you guys. I love this room so much. Something that I want to point out because I feel like it really makes a difference, and it's really a journey when you're decorating a house, trying to figure out, unless you already absolutely know what your style is, figuring out, what it is that you like and what it is that when somebody walks in, it feels like you. And the details really do matter. They absolutely matter. And so one thing that I think that makes a big difference in rooms are knobs and doorknobs, and I just feel like your eye is drawn to them. So these I got from, I want to say Anthropologie, and I switched them out, and they were like this crystal, which was fine it was standard, it was fine, but I felt like I could do better, and I love these so much because they tie in the light fixture, and they tie in the mirror, and they tie in the cocktail table, and the hardware on the curtains. Like when you kind of like pay attention to those little details, it really makes a big difference. And something that I'm actually going to be changing really soon are the doorknobs, which, let me just say real quick, I didn't realize how expensive doorknobs are. They are stinking expensive. So I gotta figure out how I'm going to replace these and make them kind of like feel like they go along with the rest of the room. We did paint all of the doors, by the way, because every door in this house was like, not a dark gray, but kind of more of a medium gray. And so that was really important to me, is that when in her room, when the doors are all closed, everything is white, because I feel like it really makes everything look cohesive. And when you open her door that leads out to the hallway, this side is white, but the other side is gray, because then that goes with the rest of the house. So the little details like that, they really do matter, and they really do give the room the look that you're going for. So this is Kenny Girl's big girl room, minus the big girl bed. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope maybe you got a little bit of inspiration from the work that we did in here. I love it so much. It came together beautifully, and I cannot wait to share more rooms with you as they get finished. Hopefully next it'll be the kitchen, but the playroom it's really close. It's really close. So I'll be sharing those with you as we finish them. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and please turn notifications on, the little bell, just go click it so that you can know when I post a video first. All right guys, thank you so much for watching, and I love y'all so much. Au revoir.